Hey guys, hey fellow YouTubers, hey fellow target individuals. I just put a video out, and it was a very angry video because I had been tortured all night with my heart being burned. I came over to my parents' house. They're getting the high-pitched EHF in my ears. I try and get on the computer, and they are hacked into my computer, not letting me open any windows on the computer. Two cops in the last 2 days have been called out, not by me, but by my neighbor, who is now using his daughters as kind of like, fodder in this, and so he can say that I'm, scaring his daughters and stuff like that, and it's looking pretty grim for me. They're burning my heart at night. I feel like I just have to come over to my family's house, my dad, my mom's house, just to get away from them physically. And it hasn't been a good weekend. It's been a weekend full of torture, and I'm starting to kind of, I don't know why I wanted to do this, but it's been 2 years that house with him just kind of raping me and hurting me, physically hurting me, and getting other people to go along with it. I don't realize what kind of America that I'm in anymore. I do believe in God, and I believe He will have a way to fix this for my life. But I'm kind of getting on the train of getting out of that house. My mom says it's possible. She says we can fix it up and flip it, and I can get like a Spartan or an Airstream. To live in, I don't know how that would happen. I don't know if I have to sell my car, and it's a motorhome, so I don't know how I would, where I would live or how I would get away from them, because I feel like they're gonna follow me. This guy is gonna get it all settled there, then he's gonna try and get a network around me and follow me. But I feel like right now where I am, he has everybody on his side in the neighborhood, and they all want to murder. The police are a little bit confused. They're not on his side, but if he throws his daughters and his wife in front of them, they will be on his side. If I have aluminum paint in my house and stuff like that, they're going to be on his side no time at all. So I don't know, the staying there 2 years, because I had been moved once already, and that was the second time I've been moved. So I kind of wanted to hold my ground. I guess I've learned that in life, that when you have private property, it's kind of shameful to leave that private property when you own it and some guy is just murdering you. He has no legal rights or anything like that, but he's just raping you and murdering you, and people are like, yeah, kill this guy. And I had technology to downplay it, so to kind of safeguard myself. So I did. I've held up a good fight, like my mom would say, that I've held up a good fight, and it's maybe time to go. So I'm going to start working with her and getting out of there. And what I've got to try and do is make sure that I am far away from anybody on the sides of me. I can't just move to an apartment complex where they can continue this. I have to be very smart about it. But I think it'll help my mom selling that place. And I really, I think he might, just like the people who move in, he could start torturing them and watching in on them, depending on the type of people they are. I do care about that to the point of I wish it won't happen, but I can't really. I've got to move away and live my life. I don't even know if I would warn them, because it wouldn't do any good. They would think I was crazy. So I think I am getting to that point where I just want to. It's like a horror movie. He's raping me in my house, and he's shooting my heart and burning my heart. And it's just like, if I stay there any longer, if I sit there and I try and, I guess, kind of hold out, I'm just going to be dying. He's just going to be slowly killing me in that house. It's not worth it. That house isn't worth it. That neighborhood's not worth it, because nobody's going to be on my side. And so it's time for me to leave, no matter how hard it is and how much I wanted to just get a job and live a normal life there and show my parents that I could do it. This guy is not going to let me do it. He's going to rape me, and he's going to torture me, and he's going to hook into all my stuff. And my parents aren't going to believe that. They're going to believe that I've been, irresponsible. So it's going to be another kind of failure for me, even though I've been resourceful. I've been very resourceful. I've gotten technology that's helped me. But I've just got to kind of survive. I got to survive because I can't connect to God, and I can't connect to you guys in the right way if my heart's being burned and I'm like always in panic mode, And I was in panic mode because he's had cops come over from the last 2 days, saying that I was bothering his daughters. Once you start saying that stuff, once he starts using that stuff, the cops are on his side. And then I can't really say what he's doing because they'll be like, oh, okay, he's shooting microwaves over at your house. That's why y'all have problems. So it's not looking too good for me in the present. In the present moment, it's not looking too good for me. He seems to have carte blanche to rape and torture and murder and hurt my family. And he'll use it because I don't think he has anything called morals. I don't have anything to do with him, and that doesn't seem to matter to him. So I am going to be talking to my mom about slowly moving out of there, getting a Spartan or an Airstream motorhome, maybe selling my car and just getting a motorhome and taking jobs up the coast or something like that. I've always wanted to do that. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but maybe this is just where God's leading me to. Maybe because I can't stay in this neighborhood. Everybody hates me in the neighborhood. Even the good people, think that I'm the crazy person because they can't believe what this guy has done. And that's our problem, that nobody can believe what these people are capable of. They can't believe they can't really believe the technology they have. So we're at a loss. And in a couple of years it'll come out, but I can't wait to die. I'm not going to wait to die there because last night it was really hard. He was, shooting me in the heart. I woke up with a weird taste in my mouth, and I can't just hope that he's not, burning my heart muscle. And I'm very intelligent. I have a lot left to do in my life. My race is not yet run, and I'm going to do the best I can because I'm just remembering news report on this woman who had moved into like a $300,000 house. They were poisoning her food and raping her in the house, and she just moved out of there. She just moved out of there. It wasn't like she was going to stay there and be strong and like hold out. She was like, this is a torture house, and I'm going to get out of here. So I'm going to kind of take a page from her book, and it's a torture house. I have scratches. I have actual scratches on my walls from the torture that they've done to me. I'm surprised I don't have blood on my walls, but it's a torture chamber. It's a torture house, and people watching me use the bathroom, people watching me in the bathtub, people watching me self-pleasure and acting like I'm a pervert. It's just brought me into a kind of a life that is not livable. It's not livable, and it's making me just so depressed and so what I'm not. And I have humor in my life. Like, I've always had humor in my life, and now I'm feeling humorless. This guy is getting what he wants, rape and Satanism and killing people, and I'm done. I'm kind of done. I want to get away. And they may try and follow me. They followed me, let's see, once, twice. They followed me twice in the same area. Now if I go maybe to a different state, or I go to North Dakota somewhere cold, or I, make sure that I park that motorhome away from everybody, even if they're hitting me remotely, I should have a lot I have those tabletop emitters that I can put all around me, so I can really stop the remote stuff. And yeah, I've just got to try and do it. I've got to try and get away from this guy. And so I'm going to start talking to my mom about really getting out of there, fixing it up, maybe coming over here and sleeping at my mom and dad's house while I keep the emitters over there, and we fix that house up and I get out of there. And we sell that house. My mom makes some money from that, so that should keep us afloat for a while. And while I do all that, I'm going to be trying to get a job, maybe stay in a trailer park or something around here. I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. It's time. It's time because I'm thinking back on that lady on the news report, and she was like, I'm getting out of here. It's a chamber of horrors. I want to get out of here. It's just not livable. And me, like, I've read comic books all my life, and, with Cable, and he always like takes the big weight on him, and that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm like Wolverine or Cable, and I'm just living and surviving in there. But I don't want to do that. I want to thrive, and I want to give people my story, but I want to be kind of away from it. I don't want to be in it anymore. And I guess maybe while I'm in it and wrapping it up, because I'm going in a direction where I'm going to get away from this neighborhood. There are just too many people against me. They've fed into the lies. The vehicular harassment is just astounding with the one-light cars everywhere. It is torture. It is murder. It is a philosophy that I don't want to know about. And I'm one guy. They won't give me any of my people to help me because they're calling me crazy. So I'm one guy against hundreds of guys who are backing this guy up. It just doesn't work that way. They'll eat me because I'm one person. I mean, I am really strong and I can take a lot, but when there are just hundreds of guys in the city and they all want a piece of you, it just doesn't really work. You've got to try and get away. You got to run. And you got to get to a place where you can defend yourself. And they're all around me. I've got the perps. They're in the 3 houses around me, and they're starting to build up some stuff in the back, and I'm just not thinking that's going to be too great for me. So I want to get out of there. I'm going to survive as long as I can while I talk to my mom about getting out of there. I'm very serious about it now. I thought that I was kind of safe in there, but he's got so many people in the city, and they're just going to lend him these high-pitched devices. They're going to lend him, the very serious microwave devices that can stop your heart and stuff like that. So he's got a whole city who's going to have weapons for him, and it's not a fair fight. It never was a fair fight. But that didn't matter to me because I'm a badass. I'm a badass. I'm smart. I'm resourceful. But now it's to the point where it's not a fair fight on a level that I'm going to go to sleep and they're going to burn my heart in my sleep, and they're going to really stack the deck physically, so where I don't have any energy and I can't even think. And then boom, they got me. They're going to cripple me. So I've got to start thinking about getting out of there. And I'll show y'all my last 2 videos, and you'll see why I'm going there, because I am faith-based, and I totally believe God will send me somewhere good. I just can't stay there. It's a chamber of horrors, and everybody in the neighborhood agrees that it should be a chamber of horrors for me. I'm hated. And I don't know anybody. I don't know the people who are attacking me and torturing me. So it's just too weird. It's too satanic. I've got to survive while I can, but start moving out of there. Getting away from them physically, seeing what they're going to do, and then kind of preparing. Well, when I see what they're going to do and how they're going to try and put people up beside me, then I've got to prepare for what I need to do for that, because I'm not going to let people just surround me again like that. That will not happen. I'll keep moving, I'll do whatever I have to do to live my life. And this may be a kind of a hard part of my life where I'm moving around from place to place, where I'm not near my family, where I'm scraping by for money. But it may just have to be like that for a while until I can get on my feet and get these people off me. And I hope I can. And y'all will be there every step of the way. I'll keep making videos. Maybe not telling y'all where I am because it'll lead them off to where I am. But it's gonna be a process. So more videos to come about it, and God has a plan for this. Even though I have to, because it's just too many guys. They got too many weapons around me, and I'm going to sleep, and that's when they start the torture. It's like a satanic ritual, so I can't do that. I'm very strong, but when you're being killed in your sleep, that's a strength that really nobody has. You need to go ahead and run. You need to run because these people are given carte blanche to kind of kill us in our homes. All right, guys, more to come. I'll tell you more to come, but that video I did this morning, I was just so upset because this guy really is, he has his pick of the weapons of the city, I don't know how many targeted individuals are in the city. I'm sure there's more than just me. But I'm sure they kind of, they network those microwave weapons, and it's fun for them, and they make money off of it. He gets his pension, and he gets his money for doing it, for keeping me from living. Not just keeping me from living and making money and help my family, but also killing me in my sleep. I don't understand it. He does, and that's all that matters. When a murderer wants to murder you, you have to run away from him. Because it's like you don't understand why he wants to murder you. You don't know him, but he does. So, got to get away from that. I love you guys. God loves you. I still believe in God, but there's certain things where I have to act, where it's in my heart, and it's like I want it to stay in that house because it's private property, but to these people that doesn't matter anymore, and they've got power to hurt me. So I've got to kind of start thinking realistically and not start thinking, not getting my fantasy thoughts in where it's like I'm a hero and I really want to stay on my own private property. I got to think about living and telling this story and doing good as I'm getting away from these evil people who want to kill me. And I'm not exaggerating at all. That's the horrible thing. I'm not exaggerating in the least bit. And then he's starting to call the cops every day, so that means he's getting confident. He knows I can't say, hey, well, this guy's shooting stuff into my house, because then it's just like, boom, back to the psychiatric unit. They won't make an example out of me. They definitely won't. I know they want to because I've been making these videos. But even if I, get out of this house and slowly get to a place where they can't touch me, I'm still going to succeed. I'm just not going to sit there and try and be strong in this place where they can rip me down every second of the day. And rip me down, I mean, not psychologically mess with me, but just shoot microwave weapons as hard as they'll go to do the most damage to my body as they will. And I can't live through that. So if I can't live through it, I definitely can't thrive through it. And so God's given me the message of let's pack this up, let's get this torture chamber done and sold to somebody else, make some money, and then go on to the next place. So that's what I'll be working on. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but knowing that it's not going to be forever and that it's going to be on a timetable I get out of there, it makes me feel better. Live long and prosper. More videos to come. They're going to be a little bit short because I just have things. I'm not rambling. I have actual things that I just want to tell y'all that are going on in my life. I love you guys. Stay in the Word. Stay with God. I don't think He's abandoned me at all. This is just a different path I'm going to go on, and this is what happens in life. I mean, these guys are all over town, with the vehicular harassment. Things just happen like this. They just build up, and it doesn't matter that I'm a good guy or that I only smoke pot. Rumors start flying around. This guy, he has his connections, and then it doesn't matter anymore. And then it's just rape and murder. And that happens in life, I wish it didn't. I wish men were more fair and more patriotic to other Americans. But sometimes bad stuff happens. We've got to deal with it. And we know that as targeted individuals, we know that. We've got to be strong no matter what. And we've got to figure some things out so we can find peace in our life. So we can, and I know that people move and they move up beside you. They sidle up and smile on you. But I'm going to try and be smart about it so that they don't get up beside me, so that I don't have anybody who can get up beside me. I'm going to get far enough away from everybody. That's going to be my main thing. All right, guys, more videos to come. I love you guys. Stay strong. Please say a prayer for me, because I'm going to start when my mom comes back from Florida. I'm going to, and I think she wants me to get out of there too. So I think it'll be happy for her. I think it'll be a project for both of us. And I may be staying there some. I may be staying at my parents' house some while we fix it up. Definitely going to just take that enclosure down. Maybe keep some of the materials if I need them later, just in a emergency. But I will be taking those down and maybe sleeping in my parents' home, so I don't even have to deal with it. So we can clean that mess up and just leave that house there. Just leave it there. And if he wants to shoot stuff inside of it, he can do that, but nobody will be there. All right, guys, I love you. More things to come. My life is changing, and I'm feeling positive about it. And this is just me talking about it. The wheels haven't been set in motion. That's when I talk to my mom, and we start planning it out, and that's when the wheels will be set in motion. So I don't know. She may just be like, I can't do it now. These are just my thoughts about it. But we're going to make it happen. All right. I love you guys. More videos to come. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. And I'm not going to be an example. I'm not going to be a bad example that these guys want me to be. I'm going to show y'all what we may need to do if the heat starts coming down on us. All right. Love you guys.